In this tutorial, we'll look at a modern plucky synth sound like this. And process it on a bus with our other synth layers like this. Plucky synths have long been a dance music staple, but whereas virtual analog style plucks were dominating the big room sphere just a few years ago, these days plucks tend to be less synthy and more evocative of real acoustic instruments such as harps or marimbas. Chromophone 2 by AAS is a physical modelling synth designed to let you emulate exactly these types of instruments. Chromophone comes with a great selection of presets to get you started. Find one that sounds suitably bright and harmonious. We've landed on the tricky Marimba preset, which makes a great starting point. Alternatively, you could use a sample library of your choice. We'll deactivate Chromophone's inbuilt delay effects to prevent the instrument from cluttering up the space between notes in our riff, but the reverb can stay. Actually, we could still make the sound bolder. A multiband distortion plugin, in this case Steinberg's Quadrafuzz 2 that comes with Cubase, allows us to drive just the range between about 1.5 kHz and 10 kHz, which increases the bite and hardness of the instrument. Leaving the other bands alone means our distortion is focused and controlled. The plucks are potentially ready to slice through a mix. For even more clarity, we can make an EQ cut in the lower mids to tame the resonance of the instrument's fundamental frequencies. There's probably a really clever way to achieve this inside Chromophone 2 itself, but you know, you only live once. In any case, with a carefully targeted EQ cut, we can make sure that the lowest notes in our riff sequence aren't thinned out too much. Now let's layer in the big trancey synths from the previous walkthrough. Altogether, this is sounding pretty nice, but honestly I think the overall aesthetic needs to be more extreme, intense and loud. We could group all of the synths into one bus to be squashed together. For this purpose, I like to use a multiband limiter such as Melda Productions' M Multiband Limiter plugin. The Ultra Maximizer 3 active preset is ideal, provided we click Edit to tweak the input gain, slope and individual band levels to taste. We can also reduce some of the muddy frequencies around about 275 Hz. And hissy frequencies above 12 kHz using an EQ placed ahead of the multiband limiter for maximum clarity. plus a tape emulation on the end to gently soften the overall sound.